Sandy, as you approach now the trade deadline, what is the one area? Is it bullpen help that you look at as wanting to upgrade at this point?
Well, I think we look at all areas of the club for a possible upgrade, but I think realistically, the bullpen is the area where we can probably get someone who can make a difference at a relatively low cost in terms of prospects. Starting pitching, relief pitching, position players, those are all areas that we look at. But I think realistically, it's unlikely we will end up with another starting pitcher. I think it's unrealistic that we will end up with a significant position player. And with respect to the bullpen, we're very happy with our bullpen. But at the same time, we're looking to upgrade perhaps the bottom half of the bullpen, so we have a little more depth.
Sandy, obviously everybody saw the jolt that the big splash made at the deadline for you guys last season and how that changed the course of the year. Is it at all difficult to resist the urge to make a splash almost for splash's sake, if that makes any sense?
No, look, this is the entertainment business, and we talk about steak and sizzle, and I enjoy sizzle as much as anybody. Those are the fun aspects of the job. But at the same time, you do have to be realistic about where one can improve and what makes sense, both short-term and long-term. Last year worked out really well. Deals at the deadline don't always work out that well. In fact, that was a fairly unique combination of events. But as I said earlier, I've got a lot of confidence in the team that we have, and there's no reason that we can't be a little bit better for the rest of the season than we have been so far. And if we are a little bit better, we'll be in good shape.
How does a trade like the one the Yankees made to get a top-tier prospect for a rental-type player affect the trade market?
Well, I think that it reinforces the notion that even for a rental, a buying club is going to have to pay dearly. And, from the Cubs standpoint, they didn't give up their core prospects. I know one of those players was rated very highly, if not highest among their prospects. But at the same time, it didn't cost them anybody who's on the disabled list or what have you. So, 4 for 1. It's probably a fair price to pay for that player, but at the same time, it does encourage those who also want 4 for 1 in perhaps lesser deals.
If you did want to make a splashier move, would a younger player on the major league roster kind of take the place of a prospect that you wouldn't want to deal?
Look, we're always open to any type of possibility that's going to make our major league team better. I mean, that's obviously the goal at the deadline, unless you're a seller, and we are not a seller. So, we would consider anything. But look, I understand there have been some rumors, regarding a couple of players, and if I'm thinking of the same rumors that you're thinking of, that rumor was dead on arrival.